Let me ask you a question. What do these places all have in common? Now, if you said that they're all countries located in Western Asia, you would be correct. But if I was to zoom out a bit, you would see that these countries all sit right here, at the crossroads of Eurasia, making them neighbors of both Europe and Asia. This is an incredibly important region, and today we're going to take a look at why. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to explore the crossroads of the world, the land where East meets West and the Middle East meets the Caucasus. And in particular, we will focus on one country, Iran, a nation which sits at the very heart of this crossroads and is bordered by 6 other countries: Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iraq. Let's jump in. Iran is commonly known as the land of contrasts, home to ancient ruins, modern megacities, stunning mountains, and vast deserts. The thing that really makes Iran stand out, though, and what has made it a pivotal nation throughout history, is its location. Sitting at the crossroads of 3 continents, Iran has long been a hub of trade, culture, and unfortunately conflict. Iran is bordered by the Caspian Sea to the north, the Persian Gulf to the south, and the Gulf of Oman to the southeast. Iran is essentially sandwiched between 2 regions, West Asia, or the Middle East, and the Caucasus. It also shares maritime borders with 5 other countries. To the west, it is separated from Iraq by the Shatt al-Arab waterway, from Kuwait and Saudi Arabia by the Persian Gulf, and from Pakistan and Oman by the Gulf of Oman. To the north of Iran lies the Caspian Sea, the world's largest enclosed body of water, and the 4th biggest sea by volume. Iran holds the 2nd longest coastline on the Caspian after Russia. In total, Iran shares over 1,500 kilometers of coastline along the Caspian. The coast itself is flat and low-lying, consisting mostly of swamps and marshes. However, there are some sandy beaches in the south, near the city of Amrabad. The climate is largely arid, hot summers and mild winters. The rest of Iran's borders are terrestrial, with its 5 neighbors. Its border with Armenia and Azerbaijan is relatively short at around 350 kilometers. Then comes Turkmenistan, which shares a border with Iran that is just over 900 kilometers long. To the east of Turkmenistan is Afghanistan, which borders Iran for about 930 kilometers. Finally, to the southwest is Iraq, which shares a border of over 1,400 kilometers with Iran, making it Iran's longest terrestrial border. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Strait of Hormuz. It is arguably the most important strait in the world when it comes to geopolitics and oil. You see, every single day approximately 20 million barrels of oil passes through this narrow stretch of water, which connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman. In other words, it is the gateway for oil from the Middle East to reach the West. The importance of controlling the Strait of Hormuz cannot be understated. If the oil supply from West Asia were to ever be cut off, it would cause havoc in the global economy. So much so that it has even been called the oil artery of the world. China, India, and Japan are especially reliant on this supply of oil, which accounts for a large portion of their energy consumption. Not only is Iran strategically placed at the crossroads of 3 continents, but it also sits on the crossroads of 2 seas, the Caspian and the Persian Gulf. This gives Iran the ability to control the flow of goods in and out of the Persian Gulf, something it has done on and off throughout its history. But why is Iran so important geographically? Why is it that the world has always taken notice of this seemingly insignificant country? One of the key factors that has made Iran such a formidable player in the region is its natural defenses. For centuries, Iran's rugged terrain, including the Zagros Mountains in the west and the Alborz Mountains in the north, served as a natural barrier against invaders from the west. Only 3 mountain passes exist that could be used to invade Iran from the northwest, making it extremely difficult for any invading force to gain a foothold inside the country. This played a significant role in shaping Iran's historical trajectory, allowing it to develop its own unique culture and traditions, while fending off many would-be conquerors. In contrast, Iran's eastern borders are more open. However, this lack of natural barriers has been compensated for by the vast deserts that cover the eastern part of the country, making it an inhospitable environment for large armies to traverse. These deserts, including the Dashti Kavir and Dashti Lut, serve as a natural deterrent against invasion from Central Asia. Additionally, Iran's southern coastline along the Persian Gulf offers yet another layer of protection. The Persian Gulf, being a large body of water, acts as a significant obstacle, making it challenging for any potential invaders from the Arabian Peninsula to successfully reach Iran's mainland. It is interesting to note that Iran is one of the countries that connects the two branches of the Silk Road, the northern route through Central Asia and the southern route through Mesopotamia. Historically, it has benefited greatly from its position on the Silk Road, serving as a crucial link in the trade networks connecting China to the West. This geographic advantage enabled Iran to become a wealthy and powerful state, fostering cultural exchanges and promoting economic growth. So let's dive deeper into how Iran's unique geography has influenced its history and development. One of the main reasons for Iran's resilience throughout history has been its geographic location. Iran's diverse landscape, including its towering mountains, sprawling deserts, and coastal access to the Persian Gulf and the Caspian Sea, has provided both challenges and opportunities. The rugged terrain of Iran's western and northern borders has acted as a natural barrier, shielding the country from external threats. This has allowed Iran to maintain a sense of cultural and political independence throughout history. For example, despite numerous attempts, none of the superpowers of the West have ever managed to conquer Iran. Furthermore, Iran's location at the crossroads of major trade routes, notably the Silk Road, has facilitated cultural exchanges and economic growth. The country has historically served as a hub for merchants and travelers, fostering the spread of ideas and goods between East and West. This has resulted in a rich cultural heritage and a significant degree of urbanization. Iranian cities such as Isfahan, Shiraz, and Yazd became renowned centers of trade, scholarship, and art during the ancient times. However, Iran's strategic location has not been without its challenges. The country's proximity to areas of geopolitical tension, such as the Arabian Peninsula and Central Asia, has often drawn Iran into conflicts and rivalries with outside powers. Moreover, Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway for international oil trade, has made it a target of foreign intervention and military action. Despite these challenges, Iran has managed to preserve its cultural identity and has emerged as a major player in regional politics. Okay, so it's pretty clear that Iran's geography has had a profound impact on its history and development. Its strategic location at the crossroads of multiple regions and trade routes has shaped its cultural, economic, and political landscape. From its natural defenses to its control over vital trade routes, Iran's geography has played a pivotal role in its journey through time. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the human element of this story. Throughout history, it is the people of Iran who have truly made this country what it is. The resilience, adaptability, and ingenuity of the Iranian people have been instrumental in overcoming the challenges posed by their environment. They have harnessed the resources of their land, developed innovative agricultural techniques, and built magnificent structures that have stood the test of time. The cultural achievements of Iran, from its poetry and literature to its architecture and art, reflect the creativity and intellectual prowess of its inhabitants. As we conclude our exploration of Iran's unique geography, it is important to recognize the complexity and dynamism of this fascinating country. Iran is not merely a passive recipient of its geographic constraints and opportunities. Rather, it is an active agent that has shaped its own destiny. Through centuries of cultural exchanges, trade networks, and political alliances, Iran has forged its path, leaving an indelible mark on the world stage. Thank you for joining me on this journey to discover the crossroads of the world. I hope you have gained a deeper appreciation for the unique geography of Iran and its profound impact on the country's history and identity. Till next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember that every place has a story to tell. Thank you.